Hello and welcome to the channel. We are Gaming Kill Count. For years we have counted and experimented to find the most satisfying video game kills. Now we will share our lab reports with all of you. Holy shit! The digital world works differently than the real world. We have collected great kill footage without harming any real beings. I need to change. Grand Theft Auto Online gives a great simulation of modern-day criminal action. You get many weapons for murder and destruction, including vehicles. Wow, I'm so wet and covered in slime. So dirty. Let's take a look at some in-game footage. But first, I need to change again. GTA Online is the multiplayer experience in the GTA 5 universe, and it has been wildly successful. GTA 5 has been the most profitable video game ever at the time of this video. It has gotten regular content updates for years, including many free DLC packs with fundamental improvements. The general goal of GTA Online is to build your criminal enterprise and become a rich and powerful crime lord. You can earn money by doing missions for criminal NPCs, organizing heists with other players, competing in battles with other players, or simply exploring the world for treasure and randomized encounters. I am going to focus on discussing the best and worst parts of my GTA Online experience in the context of battle footage. Then later on I will summarize my analysis of the footage. This video will be referencing part 1 of my GTA Online Kill Count series. I will mainly be focused on PvE battles, not battles with other players. The best part of GTA Online is the heists. They often yield the largest sums of money for your time while providing exciting collaborative or single-player scenarios. You get to break into banks, a casino, a tropical villa, and even an evil underground base. Heists require setup activities before big final missions. Usually there is more than one way to set up a heist, yielding multiple choice pathways that can drastically affect the difficulty level. Here is some footage from a bank heist called the Pacific Standard Job. It is one of my favorites. The biggest problem in this heist is the requirement to find 3 other players to join your team, because of player matching delays. Heists are where Rockstar took the most time to develop fun gameplay scenarios by far. When I wasn't doing heists, I would spend most of my time doing activities related to growing my businesses. Trading powder with street dealers is one of the fastest ways to earn quick cash.
Hey, I saw you! You're under arrest for dealing contraband in public. Now don't resist, or I'm gonna electrocute your ass.
Oh, you want to tickle me, officer? Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Ha! Hey, don't do that! Nope, you can't run. I'll tickle your toes.
Ah ha 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 ha.
You can't run if I'm on your
Oh,
shoulders.
wow, heavy.
Yeah, that's right. Try running now, bitch.
I'm
Whoa,
gonna
too
spin you
fast.
around till
Stop
you vomit.
spinning.
Let's play tag.
Hey, stop right there. You're too slow.
Okay, you got me. By now, I have spent over 800 hours in GTA Online, and most of that was grinding business missions. Businesses include import-export, dealing substances and weapons, a nightclub, bounty hunting, selling cars, scrapping cars, and being a hitman for hire. Some of these businesses pay better, and some of them are just more fun. Pretty much every business requires money for startup or functional improvements. The amount of in-game money required to acquire all businesses with full functionality is staggering. This encourages the player to either spend many hours grinding or spend real money to trade for in-game currency. This game design is predatory and becoming more common nowadays. Rockstar has had great success with this business model. That is why I have dumped so many hours into this game. I wanted to obtain all the businesses and play all the missions without using my real hard-earned dollars. Regardless, GTA missions all follow variations on a similar formula. Drive, fly, or boat to a place, defeat some enemies, then head to your destination and get paid. Modify that formula with different locations, characters, and weapons, and you have the perfect conditions for addicted gamers to spend time and money playing your game. Some weapons and vehicles are objectively better than others, meaning you should do your research before spending all that sweet, sweet cash. Here you can see footage of the railgun. This is my favorite heavy weapon because it can blow up many vehicles with a single shot that travels to the target almost instantly. Most other heavy weapons can't match this speed or only work in more specific circumstances. Maybe my second favorite heavy weapon is the laser minigun because it can hold like 10,000 shots and shreds vehicles apart in a couple seconds. It has decent range too. I also appreciate that the developers intentionally made the laser minigun look like a giant PP. I got mine in pink for full effect. Obviously, we all want a big PP, am I right? There are also 2 non-heavy weapons I would recommend because they instantly destroy vehicles. But there is a catch. One of the snipers and a pump shotty can be modified to hold explosive rounds. Both of these can then function like lightweight railguns. The problem is, you have to grind missions at your bunker to afford research of explosive rounds. That process is very long and randomized. Ultimately, I would still recommend these weapons for your primary arsenal. Speaking of primary weapons, if I could only pick one gun, it would be the Combat MG Mark II. This is another one you have to upgrade, but it's the most versatile overall. When fully upgraded, the MG Mark II can hold 200 rounds in a single clip. It has good range and power, all with good handling under cover. The MG Mark II is my bread and butter for any type of encounter. Hello, officer. Am I under arrest for killing fake people?
Shut the fuck up and put your hands on the hood of the car! Right now!
Oh my god, it's so warm. I'm so wet right now.
I've been saving that up for days. Justice has been served. You are free to go, bitch.
A uniquely fun weapon is a gravity-based pistol called the Up-N Atomizer. Each shot can launch an enemy or vehicle into the air. More games in general need to make gravity-based armaments, don't you agree? This is a great weapon concept that the developer should improve upon. If they had a rapid-fire version or a much stronger version, it would be hilariously good fun. The worst part of combat in GTA is the melee aspects. The fighting is super basic punching and kicking. There are a bunch of melee weapons, but their feedback when hitting an enemy is poor. There is no dynamic dismemberment whatsoever, and barely any blood. Rockstar did a much better job with gore effects in Red Dead Redemption 2. I hope they move forward with that gore system in future games. There is a tomahawk, which can grant you rage effects that improve your defense temporarily, similar to Trevor's ability in GTA 5 story mode. But even that falls short. My favorite thrown weapon is the sticky bombs. Sticky bombs can get stuck to anything and remotely detonated on command. I especially like throwing sticky bombs while in car chases. Sticky bombs also stick onto people, so it's great fun for crowds. You guys know I said sticky bombs, right? Not sticky bums. Or sticky buns. Yeah, right in the hole. Let's move on to the best and worst vehicles. My favorite all-around vehicle has to be the Deluxo. This vehicle is an homage to the DeLorean from Back to the Future. The Deluxo is the only vehicle in the game that can both fly and drive while seating 2 passengers. It has a decent top speed while driving and can lift off into the air on a dime. It also shoots homing missiles, letting you rain fire down on enemies while barely having to aim. This makes it a great candidate for completing many missions with ease. You can get in, kill all the enemies in seconds, then fly away with the El Stupido NPCs for escort missions. Another very similar vehicle is the Oppressor Mark II. This is a flying motorcycle that has a jet boost and homing missiles, making it very efficient for doing missions solo. I use it all the time for grinding business missions. It's really the best vehicle for that. Another great vehicle for doing missions is the weaponized Tampa. It's a car straight out of Mad Max with different weapon mounting options. I personally love the mounted dual miniguns because it can swivel 360 degrees and can be manually aimed easily while driving. It's decently fast, but has mid-grade armor. I still love it anyways. I get so many questions about it when people see it on my shorts videos. Now I will talk about vehicles that are less about mission efficiency and more about having fun. The Sasquatch is a giant monster truck from the Arena workshop that can launch other cars into orbit. I paid for a plow scoop on the front of my Sasquatch specifically for this purpose. I also installed shunt boosters that let me turbo slam cars horizontally. I've had hours of fun in this vehicle just driving around launching cars at different areas of the map. Tell me any other game that lets you launch cars so beautifully. Can you? I found out later on that the Bruiser from the Arena is probably even better at launching cars than the Sasquatch, but I'll cover that car in a later video if this one gets interest. My first Arena war car was the ZR380. It's not the best Arena war car in my opinion, but it has some really cool features. The ZR380 can be fitted with giant rotating saws all around the base. It can also get an extra huge rotating saw manifold on the front, like a plow. You can also get spikes all over the body of the car, making it fatal for anyone to touch the car even in the slightest. It can also be fitted with dual laser cannons, but they don't do a ton of damage. The ZR380 is also probably the fastest driving Arena war vehicle. The only problem is that there isn't more gore when enemies get cut by the rotating saw. There are also a couple fun cars outside of the Arena that I want to mention from part 1 of the kill count video. The Phantom Wedge is an 18-wheeler truck cab affixed with a gigantic pyramid-shaped plow. When this vehicle gains momentum with a heavy payload hitched in the rear, it is unstoppable. Flying down the wrong way of the highway with this vehicle is one of the best times you can have in GTA Online. They even made that the objective for one of the weapon delivery missions. I also want to give a quick honorable mention to the ramp buggy. It's not the best vehicle by a mile, but it's fun nonetheless. It's fast and can slip under any vehicle in the game. When driving at someone in this full speed, instead of crashing cars, you launch them off your backside with the ramp-shaped body of the car. I accidentally launched a car at my buddy behind me during an escort mission one time. Oops. Now I want to talk about heavily armored vehicles. I think my favorite heavy vehicle is probably the APC. It fires infinite explosive shells on a swivel and drives pretty fast. Better yet, it's amphibious, meaning it can go on land and water. It can also take a bunch of direct rocket hits before blowing up. It seats 4 people and everyone gets their own machine gun turret. Sadly, the machine guns for passengers have a limited field of view. The next best heavy vehicle is called the Khanjali. It has a cannon that can be charged up and fired on a swivel with great range. It also seats 4 passengers, but this vehicle is slow, non-amphibious, and has similar FOV problems for passengers like in the APC. It features a mounted machine gun and 2 mine droppers in the rear. Hold on. What is that noise? Do you hear that? It sounds like sirens. It's the cops. The cops are coming to bust my ass. Next, I want to talk about vehicles with passenger turrets. These are vehicles where the primary weapon feature is controlled by the passenger, not the driver. There are many turreted vehicles in GTA Online, but my favorite is the half-track. The half-track is a truck with a high-powered anti-aircraft turret on the back. Anti-aircraft turrets are the most powerful type in the game and can be upgraded to have extremely high damage. The range of motion in these turrets is the most flexible, making them great for air and land. The half-track has mid-grade armor and speed, but the turret makes the vehicle deadly for NPCs. It is the only vehicle to feature a built-in anti-aircraft turret. You can also purchase a standalone anti-aircraft turret in a trailer that can be hitched onto the rear of multiple vehicles, including the APC. The downside with this trailer is that it can be dislodged from the main vehicle during a collision. It still packs a punch though, and is a great option to have when playing with friends and a hitched vehicle. My next favorite turreted vehicle is the Barrage. The Barrage is the only land vehicle that features 2 separate turret seats, making it uniquely destructive. Better yet, both turrets can be equipped with infinite ammo miniguns or grenade launchers, making this vehicle even more unique. Sadly, only the front turret gets 360 degrees of motion. The rear turret has a reduced range of motion. It's rare to find 2 players willing to jump in and rampage with the Barrage. But when it works great. There are a few other turreted vehicles with a single gun, but only one is worth mentioning by name. The Insurgent is a heavy-duty SUV with an armored mounted gun. You can buy armor that surrounds the base of the turret, offering better cover than the turrets in the Barrage. The best weapon that can be affixed to this vehicle is the minigun. Sadly, no grenade launcher. This was the first turreted vehicle I ever bought. I have a lot of great memories, using it for missions, back when I was a poor little bitch. Nowadays, I don't use it as much, though. The final land vehicle I will talk about is the Kuruma. It's quick, affordable, and is practically invincible to bullets. You can literally drive into a crowd of police shooting at you and never get shot once while picking them off from your driver's seat. Finally, I want to talk about aircraft. My favorite aircraft from part 1 of the kill count video is going to be the Hydra jet. This jet is special because it can land and take off without a runway. You can rotate the jet engine on the back 90 degrees to let you hover straight up or down. It's also one of the fastest moving vehicles in the game, and it is equipped with homing missiles. I hate having to travel all the way from Los Santos to the top of the map, and having a jet like the Hydra makes it much quicker than my oppressor. I would actually just use my jet all the time if I could spawn it anywhere. However, aircraft only spawn in pre-specified locations on the map, unlike vehicle spawns which can be anywhere. Later on, I replaced my Hydra with a Raiju, but I'll talk about that one jet in another video. Too bad they don't have any jets that carry passengers. My second favorite aircraft has got to be the Avenger. This is a huge propeller plane that can also lift off without a runway. It has some unique features unlike any other vehicle in the game. The Avenger is a flying home base that can carry your personal vehicle in the cargo hold while having 3 seated turrets that cover different positions of the plane exterior. This is another one of those vehicles that works best with multiple passengers in the turrets. But wait, you can also put the Avenger into autopilot and jump in one of the cargo hold turrets yourself. One of my favorite things to do with the Avenger is have it hover in autopilot by an overpass. Then, I jump in the turret and pick off vehicles with the explosive cannon. It's so satisfying watching those car wrecks pile up and fall to their demise. Lastly, I'll give honorable mention to the Buzzard. The Buzzard is a small, fast, and affordable helicopter with homing missiles. It was my first aircraft, and was the way I got around quickest before I could afford my oppressor. Now, maybe you're wondering why I didn't mention sea vehicles. That's because they are all shit. In fact, water combat in general is shit. It's only good when they set up a boat chase specifically for a mission. Otherwise, fighting in the water is just begging to get knocked overboard and have a long swim back to shore. You can't imagine how many times I've had to deal with a group of helicopters just shooting me dead repeatedly in the water when I'm just trying to keep my head afloat. I'd rather just fly and skip boats completely. Sorry for that outburst. Maybe they'll do better with boats in GTA 6. Now that I've finished my thoughts on the best weapons and vehicles, we can talk about what makes a good kill. If I was to describe my most cherished kill characteristics, I would mention 4 things: high kill number, fast kill rate, large blood volume, and rare physics events. Something like this. In a recent poll on this channel, viewers expressed most interest in seeing hordes of enemies be killed. GTA doesn't have hordes per se, but it does have crowds. Who doesn't like driving through a crowd of people in GTA every once in a while? Honestly, being able to go on random killing sprees is one of my favorite things about GTA. I would say GTA is really quite lacking in the blood department, though. The main advantages they have in their combat system are the vehicle variety and the physics engine. The ragdolls in Rockstar Games started getting real good once they integrated the Euphoria engine in GTA 4, and vehicles almost always increase the kill rate due to their speed. Speaking of physics, I love watching ragdolls flop around as they fall down a slope or a cliff, so much that I like to chase after the ragdoll until it lies still. I also like fighting enemies near steep drops, in case they just so happen to fall over the edge. Perfect. Just take a look at these kills with a helicopter propeller on a mountainside. This is an awesome 1 in a million type of kill. The enemy AI in GTA 5 is kind of dumb though. They always love to come at me in a line. All too easy. I also love driving into motorcyclists whenever I see them, just to watch them fly off and roll onto the pavement. So why do we care about optimizing kills so much? The answer is dopamine. Humans all crave dopamine release in one way or another. Some people, me included, get some of our dopamine from video game kills. About 85% of video games contain some form of violence, and the video game industry is worth almost $200 billion. It is in the interest of both businesses and consumers to generate the most glorious of kills. The essence of killed enemies nourishes beings from the digital afterlife. Isn't that right, Dr. Grimm?
Feed me souls.
Haha, this guy eats like 1,000,000 souls a day. Hey, Doctor, how much blood do you want to see in a video game kill? Ha ha ha, oh yeah. And what's your favorite weapon? Oh, I guess he had a little bit of an accident there. Dr. Grimm is one of my collaborators back at the lab. He's always working hard to make sure the fruits of my murders are most delicious for digital vampires, necromancers, and the like. Don't worry, Grim. I think I can find you a snack. Hey, Grim. The soul should be on its way to you any second now.
Ooh, ooh.
That must have been a tasty one. It's really no big deal to die in the digital world. We just respawn with a fresh soul. What really sucks more than dying in GTA is when your vehicle gets destroyed. Then they make you pay thousands in insurance fees. So dumb. Now that we've covered the best aspects of GTA and what makes great kill footage, I want to talk about the kill counting process and the data we've collected. Generating a kill count video for this channel is a long and laborious process. First things first, I have to play the game until I beat it, or until I've collected enough footage to accurately represent the kill signature of a game. Next, I have to manually edit all the raw gaming footage to isolate the kills. Then I re-watch the individual kill scenes and rate them based on quality. I rate kills in 4 levels: great, good, average, and repetitive, also known as shit. Then I export the footage with the best kills up front. After exporting the kills-only version of the video, I re-watch the whole video a second time and count the kills in real time using a counting app on my PC. Then I re-render the final kill count video with the kill stats displayed in the corner of the screen and upload it to YouTube. The process of editing, rating, and counting kills can sometimes take more hours than playing the game, so longer games often take forever to convert into a kill count video. Some games can have over 100 hours of worthy content, like GTA. After completing a kill count video, I like to do some data analysis on the final product. Let's take a look at that data for GTA, shall we? Part 1 of the GTA Online kill count showcased 11,265 kills. I played 332 hours of GTA Online to make Part 1 of the kill count video. After isolating all the fight footage, I was left with 11.67 hours of killing gameplay. The other 96% of the time spent in GTA was moving around the map, cutscenes, non-violent business activities, or player-to-player interactions. It honestly surprises me how little time of video games is spent killing, yet the media always uses video game violence as a scapegoat. So how about the quality of that killing time? Were the kills satisfying? When I review my quality ratings, I see that 57% of the time spent killing was above average, with only 5% of the fights feeling shitty or repetitive. Furthermore, 60% of the kills yielded above average satisfaction. Not every game on this channel can achieve such glorious kill footage statistics. I went back through the finished kill count video and took note of the kill amount every 10 minutes. This allows me to see how the kill rate changes over time with respect to quality. That graph showed that the kill rate was pretty constant in GTA, regardless of the quality of the footage. To better explain my conclusions, I want to show you how different these statistics can look, depending on the game. Here I have plotted the kills over time for 10 different kill count videos that were all quality rated using the same protocol as GTA. You can see how the shapes of the graphs vary widely. Lines with steeper slopes have faster kill rates. Longer lines indicate longer gameplay times. Lines with curvature indicate that there is a change in kill rate over time. The games shown in this graph are from the top of the current kill count leaderboard. Each one of these games had what it takes to yield more kills than dozens of other titles counted on this channel. Although this graph is compelling, it doesn't tell the whole story. Let's compare GTA side by side with another one of the games in this graph, Elden Ring. Notice how the GTA curve is mostly straight with similar slope through the length of the line, while the Elden Ring slope starts low, then increases until flattening out. This is because the types of battles endured in Elden Ring can vary from long boss battles, to almost instant fodder kills, to many repetitive player deaths. Let's look at a comparison of the pie charts. Here we can see that you spend 13% more of your time killing in Elden Ring as compared to GTA. This is because Elden Ring is less watered down with travel and business activities. However, when we compare quality pie charts between games, we can see that Elden Ring had significantly more low-quality gaming periods and more low-quality kills in general. GTA simply has more satisfying kill footage. And that's it. Thanks for watching my review. Please share and like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel with notifications on. Let's hit the shower. Hey everyone, I really enjoyed making this video, and can afford to make a few more covering different games. Let me know in the comments below which game from the archive you want reviewed next. I'll admit I had a lot of footage that didn't pass the monetization censors with YouTube, so I'll probably post some director's cut extras from this episode in a separate video with limited ads. Make sure to look out for those extras in the coming days, and get a box of tissues ready. Thank you again so much for watching. Every view helps this channel grow and thrive. Have a great night. I love you.